What is up, YouTube? Chase Bristow, the Horny Homemaker here. I did an awareness video about this whole ordeal, and it got me to thinking I don't want to be seen on camera with a black eye, so until this heals, I'm going to download the Anchor app and do podcasting so I can discuss mental health awareness and juicy sex capades, I guess. It's going to be a little bit more explicit, or whatever the hell the word is. And it's going to have phone numbers of the skanks that I've dealt with. It's going to be called Skankfest. Because it's going to have numbers of those who have wronged me, what they did, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to, on the first of the month, get another phone. And that way I can have people call in to my podcast. But until this heals up completely, I am going to switch over to podcasting. It's going to be called Skankfest with the Horny Homemaker. Quick shout out right now to my guy from Spectrum. Funny story. I was coming home from I was just walking in this store yesterday, about to put my groceries away, and there was a guy downstairs going door to door trying to sell people subscriptions to Spectrum. AT&T was a total nightmare, and don't ever do AT&T. It is a hell on earth, and I know I'm not one for commercialism, but god damn it, this guy went above and beyond yesterday for me. So I have to give credit where credit is due. I love this guy. He is amazing. He will go above and beyond. If you're in the St. Louis area, yes, I'm doing a commercial. Sue me, goddammit. Because this guy is fucking balls to the walls amazing with his great customer service. I shit you not. I was putting my groceries away. He hooked me up with free phone, I don't have to pay a fucking phone bill for a goddamn year. Holy shit. And then, it gets better. He took me in his car and drove me to the Spectrum store in his vehicle to pick up my router, because otherwise they wouldn't have been able to deliver it until Monday. He drove me in his car after he clocked out of work, and then he spent about an hour with customer service putting it in when he was supposed to be off the clock. And his name is Isaac Zepta. He's a multi-tenant sales representative, and if you wanna deal with Spectrum, I'm gonna have him on. I'm gonna have a commercial with him and do a commercial with him once my eye clears up. I'm gonna have him on my channel. Okay, he agreed to me doing a little commercial on my channel for him. He is fucking amazing. And if you are in the St. Louis area and you want his business, his number is 314-920-7477. This is his business card. Switch to Spectrum, use him. Because I was in his car and there was this episode of this podcast called Skankfest, and it inspired me to do my own podcast, which is going to be a spin-off of the Horny Homemaker. So you got Chase Bristow Then, no, you got the Joe Cosby. I'm going to give you a little bit of history, too, with this, since you're not going to see my mug for a while. You got the Joe Cosby show, which was a podcast. And then, from that podcast, he was an asshole to this YouTuber named Chase Bristow, which is me. And on the title, when it introduced all his guests, he gave me the title The Gay Nomad. Since he was an asshole to me, I took the title and ran with it and put it as my YouTube channel name. After traveling the country for 6 years and finally getting my own apartment so that I could be with Sophie, which I am granted access to now that I can. My father has finally let me have her. However, I'm going to have somebody with me when I pick her up. I don't know. Maybe it'll be one of you guys wanting to take me on a road trip to pick her up. I don't know. But I'm not going there by myself. I need somebody with me for security purposes because I don't trust my parents any further than I can throw this here refrigerator. But that being said, I'm going to be doing when I so Joe Cosby had a spin-off of his show called The Gay Nomad, which was my YouTube channel. And then The Gay Nomad had a spin-off when he got his apartment known as The Horny Homemaker. And that title came from a scene from Desperate Housewives when Gabrielle was talking to Tom about this skank named Patty Rizzo. And that scene is actually in one of my shorts. And from that, I went through a downward spiral, and now I have a black eye, so I'm going back into podcasting. It made a full circle. Isn't that amazing? And now I am doing a podcast called Skankfest, where I'm going to be discussing all my sexcapades. It's going to be a lot racier than this channel. I will warn you. I am uncensored, unedited, and I don't heard the keys jangling outside. Anyway, so yeah, I'm uncensored, unedited, but it's going to be a lot racier than this channel, so be warned. A lot of I don't know, racier things being discussed. How can it not be? It's going to be called Skankfest. That being said, I'm going to start that tonight. And then on the 1st of the month, I'm going to open up phone lines so that I can have people call into Skankfest. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, and I will see you when this heals up. And until then, enjoy Skankfest with the Horny Homemaker. Toodles.